Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a collaboration with My Life Stuck on Paper. Her name is Amanda. You can follow her on YouTube and on Instagram, and I will leave all of her information down below. We're doing a collab with this kit by Two Little Bees, but what we're doing is we're going to be planning in our Erin Condren and in our B6. So whatever we have left over from our planning in our Erin Condren, we're going to end up using in our Foxy Fix. So this is going to be very, very exciting and a very long video, so grab a snack and some drinks and just wind it up while you're here. So what I'm trying to tell y'all here is for the last couple of weeks, I've been pre-planning in my my Foxy Fix. And then for my Foxy Fix, I end up putting in what really happened in my Erin Condren because I like my Erin Condren to be more accurate in what actually happened. And in my Foxy Fix, it's just a lot easier for me to carry with me to work to places, just in my purse. And it's not as heavy as my Erin Condren. So it's been really fun having my Foxy Fix with me and just kind of jotting down feelings or events that ended up happening throughout the day. But this is the Autumn Rose in the number 5. This is limited edition, so it's kind of already passed, but I love it. Alrighty, so jumping right in, I'm going to put down the bottom washi strips, and then after I'm going to put the quote box. With this video, I did end up speeding it up just like all my other videos as normal. I cannot speak and plan at the same time. It's just something I can't do for some reason. And this video would have been like an hour and a half long if I ended up doing it all normal speed. So I decided to go ahead and speed it up, and it's already still like 27 minutes long, so it's going to be a pretty long video. But what I'm doing here is I'm putting in the today headers from the kit. With Two Little Bees kits, there's so many stickers in her kits, and it is well worth the price because you could easily get 2 full kits out of it, sometimes even 3, depending on your planning style. For me, I'm a white space planner, so it's really easy for me to get 3. I'm pulling these holiday stickers from Rose Colored Days. I love her foiling. Her foiling is so nice and vibrant and just very shiny. Everything that a girl loves in her planner. And I pulled in this washi strip and put it behind the foiled sticker just so that it kind of had some contrast to it instead of just white. And I put down this full box. It had a little bit of a black stain on it, and I was trying to take it off. Didn't really work out very well, but we do what we can. I'm putting down this Instagram little label just so that I can remember to post, and this little telephone because I have some things that I need to do and call people while I'm at work, and I didn't want to forget. So I want to keep track of that as well in my planner just because I'm like a lead within a call center and I'm hiring people, so I want to make sure to keep track of when I hire people or when people leave and things like that, just so I can kind of look back on it and see when things happen and kind of keep track with it. So I pulled in this gray washi from Two Little Bees. I need to get that slicer. I've been meaning to get that slicer and I still haven't gotten it. But I went ahead and put this label on the end. I don't think it really has a meaning just yet. And I put down a full box and I put down this really thin slice of washi, but I think I'm going to end up pulling that up and putting something else, but I don't remember what it was. I ended up pulling the important label in a 3-heart checklist. And now I'm making the scene between Wednesday and Thursday. I used to not like this style, but it grew on me. It really did. So I grabbed 2 pieces of washi and I put a half box on top and I put a laptop to layer on top of it. I really like the way that that kind of looked because of the texture of the sweaters and stuff. I don't know. I'm really weird like that. I'm putting down this half box and I'm going to also put down, I believe, a bow from Clever Gal Crafts, but let's see. Yep, I was right. And it's her pink bows. I don't remember what colorway. I believe it is, let me see what colorway it is. It is the autumn colorway, and it is the very light pink one. I loved this colorway, and it was made for the Autumn Rose kit. So I should actually put this in my traveler's notebook, but didn't really think about it till now. Okay, so I removed the mini washi strip and put actual washi down. I remembered how Maria had said that the neutrals looked really well with this kit, and they do. It looks so nice with this kit. I loved this kit so much. It was really hard for me to actually use it. I didn't want to, but Amanda and I had decided, like, right when we ordered, that we were going to use this kit, and then I got it in the mail. I was like, I don't know if I want to use it. But it was the end of February, and it's getting a little bit warmer here in Texas. So I think it was very appropriate for us to use sweater type of cozy things, since March is already coming in and it's starting to get a lot warmer here. So I put a washi flag down and I layered it with a car, and now I'm going to start putting down all of my full boxes. For me, it's a lot easier to put down full boxes like this rather than having to put headers on top of every single one, because I get anxious with not placing the washies correctly. Because the boxes on these are really weird with the new Erin Condren style, but you just have to kind of work with it. So I put down a half box with a camera on top of it. Whenever I do that little thumping thing with my finger, that just means I'm thinking. I've noticed that because you obviously just edit your hands for so long, and you notice certain things that your hands do, and you kind of remember what you were thinking in that process while you were doing something. So it's really weird. My camera ended up cutting out because of it overheated, but I just turned it back off and turned it back on and just kind of kept going. So if you saw that little transition, that was why. So I put to do headers and the 3-heart checklist everywhere, basically. And I have these stickers. They finally came in. They're fancy, what are they called? I think they're fancy sticker sensations, I believe. I'll leave her link down below, but they did take a while to get to me. They did come from Canada, but the first one actually got lost, so it wasn't even her fault at all whatsoever. For some reason, my post office has been really slacking lately, and I still have one more that I haven't gotten. This Hello Weekend banner, it was the death of me, you guys, and you'll see here. Oh, this poor little weekend banner. I'm surprised it actually survived and didn't rip on me. So I ended up lifting it up because I didn't like how it wasn't centered. And then I ended up putting it down crooked. And then I was like, no, that's not cute. I don't like that. So then I pulled in the little bow with those strip behind it. And now that I looked at it, that would have been a lot more cuter rather than me layering it. So I ended up lifting this up one more time, and I end up putting down that little washi strip with the bow, and I put the bow right in the center, which was a huge mistake because you'll see in a second. And I ended up ripping off the ends so it fit nicely. And I end up, I believe, I put the hello in the center on the left hand side. Yeah, so I put the hello in the center. And then the weekend was too long. It was a huge hot mess with this thing, and I was just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not doing anything anymore, so I just ended up leaving it. I ended up pulling this label box in just because I don't like seeing those lines really. So I ended up pulling that in, and I put a Clever Gal Crafts bow on it. And I ended up, whoa, sorry. I ended up pulling this washi again from Simply Gilded. And I realized that that was just way too close in my opinion after I put this, and I didn't like them being so close to each other. So I ended up lifting up the washi again, and I ended up putting it to the top since there was more space up there. Now I'm just filling in the blanks for the top on the weekends, just because on the weekend I usually don't end up doing much. Um, I just go to church and go to work, and that's about it on the weekend. Every time I see my washi just do that little, it it scrunches up together, I cringe, and it just, ugh, I need to get that slicer already. I need to get it. And I just keep forgetting. But you can only get it on Amazon unless you get it through the website. So now I'm working on my sidebar, and I was trying to work a little bit faster than normal. This usually doesn't end up happening with Maria's kits. I don't know if it was just a miscut or something, but I don't want you to think that that's pretty normal with the side end up to kind of lift up with it. I know it happens, so I don't ever just throw a fit about it. So this sidebar was giving me a hard time, and I think it was because I was getting very anxious because my husband had just came back and he was like, "Hey, figure skating just came on," and I was just like, "Oh no!" And I love watching the Olympics for figure skating in the Winter Olympics, and I was trying to do this, and I realized that the leveling was just all off, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I need to take my time with this. I need to calm down." And so I ended up redoing the habit trackers in the washi, and I still didn't end up liking it, but I was just like, you know what? I need to get through this. I need to go watch it. I'm a person that I like to watch live TV. I don't like to go back and watch it because the people that I follow on Instagram, they end up showing you like the Winter Olympics on their stories. And I love stories, and I was just like, no, I don't want to be behind. I don't want to be behind. So here I was trying to decide which washi to put down, and I ended up putting the pink one just because I believe this full box I didn't end up using. So I thought it was just perfect, and there was still a little bit of a strip down on the bottom. So I pulled in one of those little sweater washi strips and just put it down on the bottom, and it kind of looked cute. Pulled it all together since that's the washi that I was using throughout the kit. So I'm just showing you what the front and the back looked like and all together while I go over to my traveler's notebook. If y'all ever want me to show you what my traveler's notebook looks like, just let me know and I'll make a video on it. I'll probably still end up making a video over it anyways, but I've been loving the way that it's kind of been working out for me. I didn't end up thinking that I would like it, but I do. So I have my Tombow whiteout thingamajig, yeah, thingamajigger. I don't know. I don't I don't know what it's called. Just whiteout. It's just a whiteout. And I'm whiting out the black lines. The notebook is from Lights Planner Action, and she has, that's just like her signature style that she puts those two bars, but I wish I could get them without the bars. It's just, I don't know, it's not my thing. Um, But I think after I end up finishing with these, I'm going to end up going to the Jasenia Plans printables. Just because I really like her printables. They just seem to be really, really pretty. And I like the week on I think it's 3 pages or 4 pages altogether. And it's the one that she always uses on her YouTube channel. And I just love the way that it's laid out. Um, so I think I might be turning over to that. But I ended up using this blue-gray washi. I kind of regretted it just a tad bit, a little bit. Just because it kind of didn't match the kit. but it kind of pulled in together a little bit, just a tad bit, because there's a little bit of blues and there's a little bit of grays, so it kind of made sense in my brain when I first put it down, and then when I saw it all together, I was just like, I shouldn't have done this. But I'm now putting down the checklist, and if you can see, they look almost identical to the full boxes. So it's really nice. The only difference is that they're faded out in the background. So it's so pretty because they're checklists, but they look like full boxes. So it's really nice. So what I ended up doing is I put them right in the center. I'm still trying to test out my style for the traveler's notebook, so I haven't really made up my mind as to how I really like it. But I'm grabbing another piece of washi so that I can put it behind the holiday, and I ended up pulling out the holidays from the Happy Planner sticker books, and I place it down, but I end up lifting it back up because I realized that I wanted to put headers on top of the checklists, and I didn't end up doing that. So I had to lift it up, and then I had to put down the there you go, the date covers. And for me, I like putting down the date covers on my traveler's notebook more, just because I don't like that square at the end either. And it worked better for me. And I like the way that it came out last week as well, with the date covers being on there. So I think that's why I ended up doing it again for this week. So here you can see like my hesitation, and I'm debating, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna lift it up. So I end up lifting it up, and I pull out the washi strips, and I'm trying to decide because I realized that I used all my to-dos, and I didn't want to use the little things one, and I was just like, you know what? There's enough of this little sweater one. I'm gonna put down the sweater one. So I grab all the sweater washi strips and put them all down. I didn't want to put a checklist for Saturday and for Sunday just because, like I said, I'm not very busy those days. And I end up just jotting down anything on my traveler's notebook. I don't really look for organization in my notebook. I kind of like customizing it and making it my own, and making it just very sentimental, I guess. Just writing down what you feel or what happened through the day, and that's just what I like my traveler's notebook for. It's kind of like a personal traveler's diary, honestly. Like, you're just writing down what's happening, but just kind of like in adult style. So I pulled up another thing of the flag washi, and I put an important label right on top of it from the kit. And I'm going to pull up two of the dots from the kit to kind of make my own little small checklists so that I can remember about the interviews and the phone calls. And like I said, I just like to keep track of that. And I pulled up two of the pink ones. I didn't know what these were for when I first used her kits, so I have like a ton of these little dots everywhere in my collection. I end up keeping all of my stickers that I haven't used, and I still have all of them from like the first kit that I ever used. I should probably get rid of these things, but I'm like a hoarder when it comes to stickers. I pulled a flag and I put a work label on top, and I grabbed a half box from the kit as well, along with this laptop that I layered on top of. I'm really into layering. I really love layering. And you'll see at the end that I do. So my camera actually cut off, so that's why I don't have my watch or my ring. So I kind of had to pick up where I left off this morning. So that's why it looks a little bit different than. So I put down a label, and I wanted to layer, of course. So I grabbed this little mini strip washi, and I thought, okay, well maybe I should put down the label, and then the paper started ripping, and I was like, you know what, just put it back, put it back. So I ended up putting it back, and I just put the camera on top. I just didn't like how close it was to the full box, but I had to stick with it because my paper started coming up. Um, and I love these little desk stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. I think I need to get like 20 of them because I already used an entire sheet of them within like 2.5 weeks that I've had them. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get another one of those. I am grabbing a flag, and I grabbed this little YouTube icon from the freebie from Clever Gal Crafts. I love this freebie, and I wish I don't think that she has these individually, so that you can buy like a whole sheet of them. So I don't know. So I grabbed my Fancy Sticker Sensation stickers. I believe that's what it is. I can't remember. And I'm layering that I need to go to church, but I actually put it on the wrong day, and I'll realize that a little bit later, and I'll end up picking it up. But these are my Instagram ones, and I'm putting them on the days that I should be posting. So that's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes it'll be on Sunday, but usually it's not. So I usually end up posting 3 times a week. I really should be posting almost every single day to gain more followers, but taking pictures and editing them and posting them at certain times, and it's a lot of things that you just have to keep in mind. So I usually just put it on 3 days just to keep me sane. So I pull these workout stickers from Planning World, and I'm layering them with a flag behind. So Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays are the days that are kind of my slowest days. So I try to go those days. To be completely honest with you, I have not gone at all. But now I realize that I did put it on the wrong day. And Friday is oh, sorry, it's Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday is actually one of my really busy days, but it's just a long day of work, and then after work, I go immediately after to church, and I volunteer at my church. So it's just a really long day because I work from 9 to 2, and then I have like a 2-hour break, and then from like 4:50 to 9 p.m., I'm at church. So it's a pretty long time. I grabbed this pen. This is from a Glam Planner, um, what is it called? Her mystery kits, I guess, or her subscription kits. Uh, Somebody had gave it to me whenever I bought something from them from the buy sell trade group, and I love this pen. I wish I could find more of these pens because it's thin, but it's also very bold. So I really love it. So I'm just filling everything out. And yeah, at the end, I will show you the what both spreads would look like. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video, you guys. Thank you for sticking around for this long. If you're somebody from Amanda's channel, hello, welcome. I'm very happy you were here. And I hope to do more hauls, or not hauls, collabs with her. She's such a sweet person, and she's so kind. Um, and she has, if you don't know, she is one of the PR girls for Little Miss Papery and also for Piper Paper Company. I love Piper Paper Company, so I need to order from them, especially with their new labels that they just came out for $2 Tuesdays. Those were like hot tamales, you guys. Those were amazing. I loved those. Um, but I was broke at the time, so I couldn't get any. I got paid the next day. I wish I would have saved up for that, but yeah, so that's how this looks filled out. And I'm going to start putting some deco down for the bottom and for the top, and so you'll see me go ahead and do that. I did end up cutting out some of me doing the top on top of the washi strip just because I was out of frame for the entire thing. I didn't realize that until I was editing it. but I tried. So here I'm just showing you, I'm going to show you what's left in this kit. Like I said, Maria's kits are massive. So you'll probably be able to get another week out of this thing if you're okay with white space planning. But yeah, so this is how the Erin Conjuring came out, and this is how the Traveler's Notebook came out. I love both of them. They were stunning, but I wanted to show you a close-up, just in case you felt like I was too far away for the Traveler's Notebook. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.